They've told you to be polite, obedient, to color within the lines, follow the rules, fit in, don't make waves. Sound familiar? But deep down, you've always known that those words were chains, shackles meant to bind your potential and keep you weak. You felt it, haven't you? That restlessness, that fire you've been told to douse for the sake of comfort. Today, we're ripping off the mask. Today, we dig deep into that untamed part of you that doesn't ask for permission. This is the moment you embrace the beast within and become unstoppable. To become a monster isn't to lose yourself. It's to find the most authentic part of who you are. You've been lied to since day one. Society, friends, even those closest to you may have fed you the same line. Be humble, be kind, wait your turn. But here's the raw truth. Patience without action is just a prettier way to stay trapped. And humility in the face of opportunity? It's just another word for hesitation. Picture every hero you've ever admired, every warrior whose name echoed through the halls of history. Were they timid? Did they wait for life to hand them their destiny? Number. They shattered expectations. They were bold enough to say, "I'm not like the rest, and I refuse to apologize for it." Your monster isn't born from anger. It's born from defiance, from the fire of knowing you were made for more than mediocrity. When they said, "Stay safe," your monster whispered, "Take the risk." When they told you, "Be careful, don't get hurt," the voice inside you roared, "Better to taste blood and victory than die in the comfort of safe." Being a monster means becoming that voice and silencing the noise that tells you to play small. Think back. Remember every setback, every failure that left you gasping, questioning if you were cut out for this life. Now, remember the moments you got back up. That wasn't luck. That was your beast, sharpening its claws, readying itself to leap higher, push harder. Failure is just fuel. It's the crash before the climb. Most people will run from it, shivering at the thought of stumbling again. But not you, because you know the secret. Only those who dare to dance with failure come back as monsters. Your transformation doesn't happen in comfort. It happens when you throw yourself into the fire and let it burn away your doubts. People will tell you to avoid the flames, stay where it's safe, ignore them. The greatest lies you'll hear come from those too afraid to face their own limits. They're terrified of what they could become if they dared to confront the beast inside. So they'll preach the gospel of complacency. But you don't have that luxury. You weren't made for ordinary. You were made for chaos, for hunger, for the battle. Look at the world. It's filled with people who've settled, who've traded their hunger for a seat at the table of mediocrity. They're comfortable, sure, but comfort is the slow poison that drains you of your purpose. Comfort turns warriors into shadows, lions into sheep. Do you see yourself there, chained to a life of good enough? If that doesn't make your blood boil, then you've lost touch with your beast. But if it does, then listen close. There's only one way forward, and it isn't paved with safety nets or pats on the back. It's carved by your bare hands, through grit and defiance. To become the monster means to refuse the rules set to keep you small. It's to look life in the eye and say, you will not break me. I will bend you to my will, the path of the beast. What does it look like to live this truth? It's not just about being fierce. It's about being relentless. It's waking up every day with that fire burning, knowing that no matter what, you will push through. It's acknowledging the pain, not running from it. Pain becomes your mentor, doubt your sparring partner, You don't just accept challenges, you invite them. You search for the edge because only at the edge do you truly grow. This isn't about recklessness. The monster is disciplined, calculated. It knows when to strike and when to wait. It's not driven by blind fury, but by an unwavering will. When people see obstacles, the monster sees opportunities. Where others feel fear, the monster feels excitement. Because to the beast, fear is the sign that you're on the right path. It's the indicator that you're pushing into the unknown, where the real victories lie. When you walk this path, people will stare. They'll whisper. They'll criticize. Let them. Those who live in shadows will never understand the light of the fierce. They'll label you, try to pull you back to the safety of sameness. Don't waste a second on them. You weren't born to make them comfortable. You were born to shatter their expectations. Are you ready to awaken that beast? To stare down the world and refuse to back down? This isn't just motivation. It's a call to arms. To rise above, to take what's yours, to never be satisfied with just existing. Because when you come back from the fight, battered but victorious, you'll know you've earned every scar, every triumph. And that's when they'll see it. You didn't just survive, you conquered. If you're here to join the ranks of the relentless, the unbreakable, then you're in the right place. This is the Midnight Alpha, where strength is forged and the weak are left behind. Remember to subscribe and step further into the darkness, where the beast becomes legend.